Hi, and welcome to In Demand Insights. This is our weekly chat where we discuss your frequently asked questions.
Thanks, Ritesh. I'm Rich, the licensed New Zealand immigration advisor and founder of In Demand New Zealand. And this is Amy.
Thanks, Rich. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more. We have a frequently asked question that we'd like to address. So we need help with recruitment and job assistance. How can you help?
All right, excellent. So we've pretty much broken that question down into three parts. So the first question is the most important one, is why is job assistance and securing a job offer important in New Zealand? So Rich, do you want to assist us with that?
Absolutely. And, definitely, Ritesh. And I think the thing is, I've first became licensed in 2011. So 12, 13 years ago now, nearly. And the same was then as it is now, although it's perhaps been even more propelled now. So with the launch of accredited employer work visas and various other work visas being amalgamated into one, a suitable offer of employment, which is what it states on Immigration New Zealand's website, is absolutely key. And to 99% of our clients that we work with, they will require an offer of a job before they can apply for a work visa. It never works the other way around, or very, 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 very rarely. So it is a bit of a catch-22 situation. So you need to secure an appropriate job offer, dependent on your skills and qualifications, to be eligible for a visa. And also, just from a personal point of view, most of us need jobs to live and work and pay our bills, and if we've got children and partners, etc. So you want that clarity that we're going to move from our current job at home in our current country to New Zealand and go straight into employment and have a clear understanding of how much we can earn.
100%. That makes perfect sense. And then the second question would be, what exactly are the barriers of securing that offer of employment in New Zealand?
Absolutely. I think, we're up against thousands and tens of thousands of skilled migrants all over the world wanting to move to New Zealand and applying for jobs in New Zealand. And they've got no local experience. The Kiwi employer hasn't met you. They don't know you. They haven't got the time to get to know you, your personal situation, your ambitions to create a new life in New Zealand. Employer now needs to be an accredited employer to be able to recruit from overseas, and they require, most of them would require an LIA, a licensed immigration advisor, to help them to do that, of which I'm one of a few of those that are based outside of New Zealand. And, it's always been the case that nearly 80% of jobs in New Zealand aren't actually on Seek or Trade Me or a number of the other jobs websites. They're not actually advertised. So, how do we investigate? How do we understand who is up for recruiting, and how do we approach them? So they're the barriers that we try to overcome.
Yeah, 100%. And then obviously the last question before we wrap up for today would be, how exactly do we overcome these barriers?
So, I keep making it personal about myself, but, I created this business and I've been in this industry for a number of years. I first moved out to New Zealand myself in 99. I had more hair then, and I worked in recruitment then, and we recruited from South Africa, from the UK, from Canada, from around the world into New Zealand. And so, when we look at the immigration process and the job search process, how do we overcome it? Well, we take all of that experience and we kind of fine-tuned it into what I think is a great service. We make sure that our clients understand the visa process. They understand how and why and when they become eligible. We make sure that they've got all of the evidence and the documentation and the information that we require on file. We kind of, as if we were about to apply for the visa now, but then we've got everything on ice awaiting the job offer, and that helps speed up the process. When a client first comes on board with us, we sit down with them virtually, usually, and put together a full action plan. So it's a clear roadmap of what we do and how we do it and the different stages that we're going to go through. And we create a clear job search strategy, which means where geographically do they want to work, what type of company do they want to work in, what type of culture, what type of size, etc., etc. And then we make sure that we find those New Zealand employers that match that criteria, and that's established over the last 20 years, and also new data that we can put our hands on a week-to-week basis. And we create a talent portal, and that's a 3 to 5 minute recorded video interview after a bit of interview coaching We redo their CV, which is embedded next to the video, and it's Kiwified. It will be different from your current CV. We get the work references in place already. And then I put together a letter, like an open letter to the Kiwi employers to say, I'm a licensed immigration advisor working with this client. This is all we need from you. They're employing me to work on your behalf, etc. So we overcome so many of those barriers. And the proof is in the pudding, I guess, and it works really, really well.
Right, perfect. So are
Thank
we
you.
all clear on that now, Amy? Does that make more sense?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much.